Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to the 12 days of Christmas. For today's video, I'm going to be doing the best and worst of beauty 2021. So if that is something you're interested in seeing, just go ahead and keep watching. Something about a red lip and a side part is just so old Hollywood glam. Am I a red lip girl? I'm a red teeth girl. That's for sure. So I decided to do both favorites and fails in the same video because I quite honestly just don't try all that much makeup, and I try to kind of buy things that I have an idea that I'm gonna like, so I don't have a huge pile of things that just didn't work for me. But I have a couple fails, so instead of doing two separate videos, I'm going to start with my favorites and then throw these fails in at the end. I don't have a favorite in every single category, but I am gonna kind of try to go in order of how you would apply your makeup. Starting with skincare, so I did mention a couple of these products in an empties video, so you might know which ones are my holy grails. But this toner right here, this is the Humphreys Witch Hazel Toner. This one is with Nourishing Aloe. I love this stuff. This is my holy grail toner. When I run out of this, I notice it. I notice it in my skin. My pores feel clogged. My skin does not feel as clean as it usually does. So this is a consistent favorite. I've been using this for years and I see myself using this for a long time to come. So next up, I wanted to shout out my favorite product from Fourth Rate Beauty. This is the Avocado and Aloe Double Shot Serum. I love this stuff. I have gone through plenty of bottles of this one. I have a backup on deck. This stuff is so good. I am a fan of Fourth Rate Beauty skincare. I think it's really affordable and you get some good quality stuff. So as you can see, this is what I'm currently working on. I love how my skin feels when I use this. It feels soft, it feels moisturized. I use this every single night in my nighttime routine. And when I try other stuff, I miss this one. So this is definitely a holy grail product for me. And I also wanted to shout out these face oils from Earth Harbor Naturals. This one is obviously empty. I did have another one, but I didn't want to dig it out of my empties bag. So this one is the Aurora Superfood Luminous Ampule. These are so nice. I got this in a boxy pop-up. I bought another one. These are about $30 to $40 full price, so they are a little bit more expensive, but this is like pure oils. There's no fillers, no colors, no preservative, no extra stuff thrown in here. Just pure essential oils for your face. I highly recommend these. This is probably the thing I'm gonna miss the most from canceling BoxyCharm, is that I cannot order these in the boxy pop-up anymore. But I wanted to shout these out because these, oh, here we go again. But I wanted to shout these out because they are so good, and if you are looking for something that is pure oils, all natural ingredients, these are great. So next up, I have a few complexion products. I don't get very excited over like foundations and concealers, but this year I found a winner. The e.l.f. Camo CC Cream is so good. I use this pretty much every single time I film. I don't even have to link it in the description box. If I am filming and you want to know what's on my face, it's probably this stuff right here. I have gone through a solid amount of this tube and I definitely see myself repurchasing this. I have this one in the shade Light 240W. I love this. I love the finish of this. It has really good coverage without feeling cakey or gross or looking like you have a whole lot of foundation on. This is so good. This got a lot of hype for a reason. I love this stuff. So does she. So next up, I do have a concealer. I don't know if this is like holy grail status, but the sheer amount of times that I have used this in the last year kind of earned it a spot in this video. So this is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I am so late to the game on this. People have been talking about this for a long time, but I also got this in a BoxyCharm. This is good. Great coverage. It doesn't look cakey. It does crease on me a little bit, but I have yet to find a concealer that doesn't, so it's the best of what I've ever tried. I like this stuff. I also use this every single time that I film, pretty much. This combo, like, I have to force myself to try something different. If I'm wearing something different, it's because I'm like, okay, let me get some use out of another product in my collection, because these two together, if you want to know what's on my face, it's probably this combo right here. So next up, I do have a couple bronzers. I feel like this one is okay, don't laugh. Don't laugh at what my bronzer looks like. We're not gonna talk about it. But I feel like this is a cult classic for a reason. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Deep Bronzer. As you can tell, I have panned it. I just had one of these in my empties video. I have gone through probably maybe 3 of these in my life. This is good. It's a favorite for a reason. It blends beautifully. It has such a beautiful warmth to it. This is like my perfect shade of bronzer. I use this all year long. It's just good. It's a favorite for a reason. So I feel like I just kind of had to mention this one, even though this is a million years old. And another favorite bronzer that is newer to my collection is the Soul Body Face and Body Bronzing Balm, and I have mine in the shade Medium. This is so good. Like, I don't know if you can see the dip I have put in this bronzer. This is another one that I use almost every single time that I film. This is beautiful. It blends beautifully. It's not patchy. It doesn't pick up your foundation underneath. This gives me the most natural, sun-kissed, I have been on the beach glow ever. This is stunning. I love this so much. This is another pretty hyped product, but it is hyped for a reason. This is so good. This might have made it up to Holy Grail status for me this year. So again, if you're ever wondering what bronzer is on my face, it's this topped with this more often than not. So next up, I have 3 highlighters to mention. None of them are particularly new, but they are definitely favorites for me, starting with the Colourpop Super Shock Highlighter in the shade Wisp. As you can see, I have used and abused this highlighter. This is such a gorgeous formula. This melts into the skin. It gives you such a natural, beautiful, kind of wet looking glow. If you want a natural looking highlighter, try the Super Shock formula. And the shade Wisp is like my perfect, barely there golden glow. Like, it almost blends into my complexion, so it just gives me that sun-kissed shine. I love this. I have a backup of this. I don't think I have a backup of a single makeup product in my collection other than one other thing on this list. So if I own a backup, you know it's Holy Grail. I also wanted to mention this one from Give Me Glow Cosmetics. This is the shade Glitzen. This is liquid gold. This is the most blinding, stunning, amazing highlighter I own. If you want to be seen from space, get you a Give Me Glow highlighter. They did release a ton of new shades in this formula, and I want all of them. Give Me Glow has some amazing products, and I love, love, love this highlighter so much. If I am beaming, it's this. This one down as a base, topped with a touch, just a kiss of this one. Perfection. My perfect gold highlighter combo right here. So I have one more highlighter that is kind of getting an honorable mention. I don't use this one as much as the other two, but I do love this. And this is the Nabla Skin Glazing in the shade Amnesia. This is so pretty. This is a baked gelée formula, so it kind of has that almost cream to powder feel. This is so beautiful. It doesn't sit on the skin. It's not powdery. It melts into the skin. This is a little more of a champagne color, but still a little bit of gold. I definitely have a type. Gold highlighters are my favorites. This is stunning. As you can see, I have worn the logo off the top of this. This is so beautiful. They do have a ton more shades. They've got blushes and they have bronzers, so I would definitely be interested in trying more of this line, and you know it's a good product if it makes you want to buy more. So love this one as well. Next up, I do have a face palette to mention. I don't reach for face palettes, so if one of them made it on here, you know it's good. This is the Natasha Denona Diamond and Blush palette, and I have mine in the shade Daria. This is so good. I got this on sale and I don't know why it was on sale. This shade up here in the corner is the most beautiful sparkly highlight. I know a lot of people don't like sparkly highlights. I do. This is almost a dead-on dupe for the Fenty Beauty Diamond Bomb. So if you love that, you would love this. They've got some cream products in here. The blush in here is really pretty. I don't reach for blushes. I don't have a single blush on this list because it's just not my favorite kind of product, but I actually reach for these. I will use these every now and then. So it's making me use a product that I don't even like. This is so good. I don't know why it was on sale. I think this is amazing. So next up, I do have a couple eyeshadow palettes. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about these because I just ranked all my palettes that I tried in 2021. So I'm going to go through these pretty quick. If you saw that video, you know which ones I'm going to talk about. So I am going to mention the Quadraza palette from Sigma. This is beautiful quality, beautiful palette. If you love peachy pinky tone palettes, this one is for you. Comes with a really, really amazing brush. I reach for this a lot. This is definitely a staple palette for me. Next, I have my baby from Colourpop. This is a child palette. I have raved about this thing all year long. This is a palette that turned me on to loving green eyeshadows. I did not expect to love this as much as I do. This is so, so beautiful. I love this thing. I don't know why. I don't know where it came from. But this is one of my absolute favorite palettes from Colourpop. This is amazing. You can't beat this for green eyeshadows. Next, I am going to mention two different palettes from Kaleidos. I feel like Kaleidos has become one of my favorite brands. They are killing it. Their packaging is works of art. Their packaging belongs in a museum. I did want to mention the collaboration they did with Angelica Nyqvist, Club Nebula. This is gorgeous. This is such a unique color story. It's deep and rich and light and sparkly at the same time. This is absolutely stunning. It is limited edition, so it's sold out twice for a reason. This is beautiful. And also going to mention the Flower Punk. I think the packaging on this, albeit incredibly impractical, like, it just makes it so cool. Like, this is such a conversation piece. It is stunning. This color story is amazing. These shimmers are everything. This is unique. I don't own anything like this in my collection. I don't think anybody does. It's just good. Kaleidos is doing amazing things, and I cannot wait to see what else they have in store for us. I am going to mention the Natasha Denona Gold. This is definitely an older palette, but it just came into my collection recently. I have lusted after this palette for years. I am not going to talk your ear off about how much I wanted this thing. It's absolutely beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's hyped for a reason. I love this palette. Definitely become one of my favorite gold palettes in my collection. So next up, I am going to also mention the Pat McGrath Celestial Odyssey palette. This is stunning. This is just a beautiful collection of shimmer shades, which is the way to my heart. I love this so much. I'm so glad that I got to pick this up and try out the Pat McGrath formula. This is the first palette I've ever tried from her. I do see why they rave about her quality. It is amazing. This is just a great palette. It's got everything you need. You can do tons of different looks with this, and I am so glad that I bit the bullet and picked this one up. And last but certainly not least, I am going to mention this beauty right here. This is the Plain Jane palette from Adept Cosmetics. If you love a shimmery, sparkly, duochrome, metallic shade, this is the one for you. I love this palette so much. This is a palette full of incredible, sparkly, special shades. This is all I need. This is all I need to make me happy. Give me 2 brown mattes and this, and I'm good. I'm good. I would be happy with that in my entire collection. So next up, I do have an eyeliner to mention. This is not new by any means, but this is like my holy grail white eyeliner. This is the Lancome Le Crayon Coal in the shade Blanc. That was unnecessarily extra, but this is such a good white liner. It is a little pricier. I did not buy this myself. If I run out of it, I probably will not repurchase it because it's expensive, but this is so good. I am wearing it today. If I have white in my waterline, this is what I'm wearing. I wear this every single day to work. This is such a good white liner. If you are looking for one, definitely would highly recommend this. I would love to find a dupe for it because this is pricey and I'm cheap as dirt. So as long as I still have this, this is gonna be my holy grail. This is such a good pigmented white eyeliner. So I do have 2 mascaras to mention. I am a huge fan of mascaras. I don't wear false lashes, so my mascaras have to be good. This one is my absolute holy Grail. I have run through so many tubes of this mascara. I got 2 backups. I just finished one, just opened this one. This is the Essence Lash Princess, and this one is the Sculpted Volume. The purple one is the best one, if you ask me personally. I have tried the green one, the blue one, the pink one. This is my favorite. Absolute best. I love the wand on here. It is a perfect shape for me. I will use this forever. It is cruelty-free and it's like $4. You cannot beat this. This gets hype for a reason. Holy Grail for sure. But another mascara that has crept its way up into my favorites this year is this one from Rare Beauty. I believe this is called the Perfect Strokes Mascara. I got this little like mini size. Kind of wish I would have gotten a full size. This is so good. This is a beautiful mascara. I am wearing both of these together on my lashes today. I can't help myself. I top every single mascara I use with this one. Because it's like, this is great, but like, this just makes it better. This combination, perfection. False lashes who? Like, these are so good. This one is a little bit pricier. It's, I believe, $20 for the full size. So compared to my like $4 mascara, I don't know if I would purchase the full price of this. Maybe like Black Friday, I could see myself stocking up on a few of these, but I would consider it. I would consider spending the $20 on this because it's that good. And coming from me, as cheap as I am, that says a lot. Highly, highly recommend the Rare Beauty mascara. So next up for brows, I think I may have found my holy grail brow product this year. This one is from NYX. It is the Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen, and I have mine in the shade Black. This is a brush tip pen, and it gives you very thin hair-like strokes. I have definitely tried to get a more natural brow towards the latter half of this year. I used to do a very dark, sharp, just very out of style brow. And this has been the best product I have found to give me that kind of natural hair looking effect. That sounded really weird, but this has been the best product that I have found. When I first tried this, I was like, oh God, no, this is so bad. It's not for me. Stick with it. Give it a few chances, get the hang of it, try to, find out which way is best to apply it for you. This is good. I just purchased 2 backups and I told my sisters I wanted them for Christmas because I don't want to be without this. This one is like on its last leg and I am trying desperately to make this last until my order from NYX comes in. This is so good. I might call this a holy grail. It's getting there. So I do have 2 lip liners to mention, and this one is definitely not new by any means, but it is newer to me. I tried this year for the first time. This is the Colourpop Lippy Pencil in the shade BFF. I use this almost every single time that I have some sort of colored product on my lips. I am definitely a clear gloss girl. I am not one for lipsticks. I hate matte lips. I don't do colors all the time. This is very rare for me, but this color is like my lips but better. This just gives me the tiniest hint of something there without being out of my comfort zone. But this is like, it's there but it's not. It's the perfect hint of something, and I use and abuse this. This formula is so good. It's creamy, it's glidey. I will actually use this and fill in my entire lips and throw a clear gloss on top because I'm a creature of habit, but this is so, so nice. This is another product that like, I reach for a different color to force myself to use something else. I would probably reach for this every single time I want to put color on my lips, but I make myself use other products. That's how good this is. And another product that I've been using as a lip liner that has totally surprised me, this is from Nabla. This is the Cupid's Arrow in number 5. I believe these are like multi-use products. You can use this as eyeliner or a lip liner. This is very much like a camel colored shade. I love this as a lip product. I am so shocked. I've never imagined myself wearing brown lips. Like I said, color lipsticks are definitely out of my comfort zone. This is so good. I tried this on my lips on a whim and I have reached for this time and time again. I love this for a more like earthy kind of feel. I love this when I'm wearing green eyeshadows for some reason. It just mixes so beautifully to me, and this shocked me. I reached for this a lot. Definitely did not expect to love this as a lip liner as much as I do. So last up, I do have a couple non-beauty items. I wanted to throw in a couple fragrances here at the end. So here I have a scent from Bath & Body Works, and this is the scent Belize. I took this with me to Hawaii. Oh my gosh. This takes me back to the beach. I think it was Kathleen Lights that I heard once say that every time she travels or has like a special event, she will buy a fragrance just for that occasion, so that every time she uses it, it instantly reminds her of whatever that special occasion was. I bought these for Hawaii for that purpose. This smells like banana boat tanning oil. I was on the hunt for something banana scented. I am a fiend for anything banana scented. Banana Laffy Taffy is the GOAT. Don't at me. This is so good. This smells like straight up banana boat. If you want a warm, summery scent, this is it. Definitely a little out of season. It's snowing outside right now. These are so good. If you love the scent of banana, highly recommend these. I have loved this throughout the summer. And another scent that has probably become my favorite perfume in my collection. Those are big words. That's a big claim, but I might say that this is my absolute favorite. This is the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Crush Cheirosa 71. If you want to smell like fresh baked cookies and caramel corn and everything sweet and delicious in this world, this is the one. I bought 2 of these little mini ones on Black Friday last year. I had never smelled it in person. I bought it just because it sounded amazing. As you can see, I am almost out of this one. I do have a backup. I considered buying backups to my backups. That's how much I love this. The original Brazilian Crush was probably my favorite until I smelled this one. I still love that one, but this one is just... it's so good. If you love warm and sweet, it doesn't get any better than this smell. It doesn't have the most amazing lasting power. That is my biggest complaint with this. I bathe myself in it and within a couple hours I can't really smell it anymore. But it's worth it. I think this has dethroned the original Brazilian Crush. Literally every time I wear this, if I like go out with my family, I get in the car and they're like, oh, you smell like cookies. Like, this is so good. This is delicious. If you love warm and sweet, this is the one for you. And it's pretty affordable. I don't do expensive perfumes either. So next up, I do have a small pile of fails in front of me. I don't try a ton of stuff, so not a lot to talk about, but I did gather a few things that just did not work for me. No particular order. There's not a lot here. So I am going to start with this powder from Ofra. This is the banana powder. This sucks. This is so bad. This is cakey and powdery and just, it looks horrendous on my skin. I am forcing myself to use this just to not waste it. I wear this to work. It doesn't even stop anything from creasing. I put this on and literally before I even set the brush back down on my vanity, everything's already creased. I look cakey, I look powdery. It's not good. This is garbage. Garbage. It's gonna be a long few months of me trying to force myself through this, but this is so bad. Don't do it. This is so bad. So next up, I do have another powder product. This is the Pure Highlighter in the shade Afterglow. I got this in a little face trio and it was incredible. I panned it, I loved it. I bought this single to replace that one. This is bad. This might as well be a face powder. It's powdery, it sits on the skin bad, it's not even shimmery. I don't know how they had the audacity to call this a highlighter. This is so bad, I should declutter it. I might actually not even put this back in my drawer. This is crap. I hope they reformulated this because they did redo all the packaging. This is an older packaging. Garbage. This is... I don't even want to talk about this anymore. Next up, I do have an eye primer, and I feel kind of bad talking about this one. In its defense, I only tried it once, but it creased on me so bad that first time that I've been like scared to try it again. I really only do like full-on eyeshadow to film, so I don't want to try this and end up with like a really bad eye look in one of my videos, but I will definitely give this another try at some point. I'm not saying it's horrible, it's just, it did not work for me, and this is the Juvia's Place eye primer. I have mine in the shade 2. It didn't work for me. It creased so bad. The first time I tried it, I used it with my favorite palette ever, and I was horrified that it was these shadows that were creasing and not the primer. It's not. I have used them separately. These shadows do not crease on me, so it was this. I do have oily lids, so that could definitely be part of the problem. I generally just prime my lids with whatever concealer I put on my face, and I have to set my lids or they will crease. So maybe that is part of the problem. I did hear someone say that for oily lids, they heard that it is recommended to use less products, to use a very tiny bit so that it doesn't crease. I will definitely give this another try at some point in time. I definitely just don't want to ruin an eye look, but this did not work for me. I wish it did. I really wanted to love this. Maybe it works. Maybe it works and I just used it wrong. So take this one with a grain of salt. It didn't work, but that could be my fault. Next up for eyes, I have mentioned this eyeshadow palette a few times in 2 recent ranking videos, so I'm not going to dwell on it too much. This is the Colourpop Rumor Has It palette. This is on the floor. This is not good. It's not great. I don't love it. It's not Colourpop's usual quality. I would pick it up, but my cat's in my lap, and it's just a thing. So not going to dwell on that one too long. I can't. It fell. I'm not picking it up. So I got some more Colourpop here. Another Colourpop product that did not work for me is their color sticks. I wish it worked for me. This is such a beautiful color. I have this one in the shade Hummingbird. It's not my favorite formula. It is too thick for me to use it as like a liner. I see them on Instagram all the time do like a wing with this. This is not gonna do a nice crisp wing. Not for me. Maybe someone else can make that happen. I wouldn't even try it. I do have oily lids, so I wouldn't want to try this as a base. I feel like that's just asking for a disaster. I kind of bought these more to use as liners in my waterline. Doesn't work for that either. This irritates my eyes. My eyes get very watery and just like they almost burn when I use this as a liner. So not my favorite formula from Colourpop. I do have 3 others that came in the Powerpuff Girl collection. I used them in that video, but they very much irritated my eyes. So not something I would pick up from Colourpop again. I will maybe find a different way to use the ones that I have just to get some use out of them, but I do not like these. They do not work with my eyes. And on to brows. If you have seen my videos, you know that I have been on a journey, a feathered brow journey, and it's been a bumpy road. So here I have the Colourpop Feather Effect Styling Wax in the shade Clear. This product had me out here looking so stupid. This would feather my brows beautifully, and half an hour later, nothing. They were flat. I would have this gap in my eyebrows because I'd feather them all up and then use the NYX pen to fill in where I didn't have thickness in my brows. And then once the brow hairs fell, because this did not hold up longer than maybe 20 minutes, I would have a huge gap in my brows because it was where my hairs were at one point and now they were not. This had me out here looking so crazy. I think it is an okay product, maybe for people with finer brow hairs. I have said before, maybe it is just I have really aggressive, thick Mediterranean eyebrow hairs. I don't know. Brow products just don't work for me, and this one is not it. This would be like my absolute last resort I can't find anything. I just need something to maybe make work. I might consider repurchasing this if I had completely run out of options, but this is not great. I used up every drop of it. This is empty. I fished it out of my empties bag, but this did not work for me. Did not have my back. Had me out here looking crazy. And I do have 2 more brow gels to mention on my brow journey. I also hate the Colourpop brow gel and their brow pencil, but that's old news. So these ones are more recent. This one is the Wet n Wild Brow Obsessive Styling Gel, and this one is the Saint Luxe Brow Gel. Both of these might as well be water in a tube. This is probably the worst brow product I have ever tried in my life. This came in a BoxyCharm, and I tried not to mention too many like BoxyCharm products because quite frankly a lot of them have been really bad this year. This is water in a tube. This might as well not even be water on a tube. I could probably breathe on a spoolie and it would hold my brows better than this, which says more about my breath than about this style. Never mind. But neither one of these did anything. I tried to force myself to use this one up, but like basically for no reason. I was pretty much just using the spoolie. These don't work at all. This I need to declutter because these are just not it. So I do have one mascara fail to mention, and it is hard to believe that my holy grail and my fail have come from the same brand. This is the Essence Lash Princess, but this one is the Curl and Volume Mascara. Oh my god, this is so bad. This has that like hourglass wand shape, which is definitely not my favorite. I think they were going for like a Too Faced Better Than Sex dupe option. I hate that mascara. I don't know what made me think that I was gonna like this one. Maybe it's just me. I don't love this shape wand. I put it on one eye and thought, I have to fix this because I was filming something else afterwards. I have not touched it since. I threw it in my drawer, and this is the first time I've even touched it since then. I don't like this. I would like to give it the benefit of the doubt and maybe try it again, maybe try it in a different way. Maybe layer it with a different mascara, see if I can kind of make it work better, but I don't know how they have produced both this and this. I don't know. This one's everything. This sucks. I'm sorry. It's just bad. So last up for fails, I do have a hair product or hair products. I have a shampoo and conditioner. So these are from the brand Viore. This was an Instagram ad. They got me. They showed the women up in the mountains washing their like ankle length thick black hair in this water, and it looked amazing, and it was just silky and it was gorgeous, and they got me, and this sucks. I had a whole plan to film a video on this. I had filmed an introduction, I had filmed my hair before, and I accidentally deleted it. I did sign up for like the subscription recurring shipments. I was supposed to get another shipment of these 3 months later. Thankfully it never happened. I don't know why, but I'm glad. I couldn't even force myself to get through these. This is the shampoo bar and this is the conditioner. The packaging on these is absolutely stunning. I saved it to make the video. It comes like all folded up in here. I will try to find pictures, maybe on Instagram, of how this actually shipped. This was beautiful. This had like a gorgeous pattern embossed in it. I have the Hidden Waterfall Musk scent. It doesn't smell bad. I'm surprised. I thought it was gonna be a little more like natural, something to get used to. It probably works great for somebody. That somebody is not me. This shampoo is so incredibly stripping. My hair feels like straw. Like I could start a fire with my ends when I use this. My fiance started using it and he really liked it, but after like 2 or 3 days, he was like, absolutely not, my hair feels horrible. This is not good. Maybe if you use a ton of product in your hair, if you put oils or like leave-in conditioners and you want something that is going to really clean that out, this might work for you. I have pretty fine hair. This is also like rice water infused or something. It's got a ton of benefits. It's really natural. It's free of all kind of chemicals. It says it's supposed to like strengthen, make it grow, reduces irritation. Not for me. And the conditioner? Oh my god, this is so heavy on my hair. This feels like I just dunked my head in oil. These are not for my hair type. I can't. I try to get through this. I try to force myself to use it consistently so I can actually have a, you know, solid before and after. Because it's like the rice water is supposed to make your hair grow and make it shiny and make... No. I couldn't force myself through these. I couldn't. They do not work for my kind of hair. The presentation was beautiful. The conditioner came wrapped in this really beautiful little paper. The packaging was stunning. That's where it starts and that's where it ends. I have tried to use it with other products. I have tried to use just a little bit. I have tried to use just the conditioner on my ends. I have tried. So although I have been looking for a natural shampoo and conditioner option, unfortunately, that one is not it. So that was it for my best and worst of beauty 2021. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to come back for the last little bits of the 12 days of Christmas, and I hope that you would consider liking, subscribing, and coming back for some more content. Bye.